Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Today's random is not Samson, by which I mean it is Samson. So, let's do it. I don't think I played Samson too recently. So there's the seed. We have Bloody Lust, which in this game is when I get hit on a floor. This isn't XL, is it? Okay, cool. When I get hit on the floor, it gives me damage up for the rest of the floor. And then resets when I get to the next floor. I don't like it much just because the reset is like really painful. Because sometimes, often enough, that's most of your damage for a floor. And then suddenly you don't have it. And you can't get hit after the first floor as easily. So like first floor, yeah, I can just get hit a bunch and it doesn't matter. But second floor, not so much. So I'm not a huge fan of it, just because it's hard to actually get to use. But, you know, Deadeye, on the other hand, is very good. By the way, the first 3 damage ups are more, or are less, and the second 3 are more. It caps out after 6 damage ups. Deadeye is when you hit an enemy, you gain damage, as long as you consistently hit enemies, but every time you miss, there's a chance that it resets. So, yeah, pretty good. And I think it caps out at doubling your damage, which is a lot. It's like quite a good pickup. Okay, we should be able to get past these without getting hit. And then they change to regular fires and it's much less of a big deal. Alright, I would have preferred getting like some health, bomb drop in a tinted rock. You know, there are a few options here. Nice. This is going really well, actually. Pretty much a perfect Ragman fight. Couldn't ask for more. 7 coin drops from that item. I'm definitely going to go to the shop at this point. The dream now is Soul Heart. Kind of bummed, though, because there's options is like so good this early in the game. So we're going to have to shoot some fires. Which also builds up my Deadeye, which is going to help. I sadly can't get to that golden chest over there. It requires some bombs that I don't have. Alright. I could get to that heart and there's some more fire in there, I think. This isn't going to be enough money, though. Still, back up to health. Come on, hit me up with, like, a dime. Or don't. Gonna check the rest of the floor, I guess. Just to make sure. Alright, well, I didn't think so, and then this I can't get to. So, my dreams are dead. I never get that item this early in the game. Oh, you gotta be like that? Okay, there's one more play I can make then. And that is to buy this here bomb. I'll probably buy the card afterwards, see if it is like something really good. Anyway, buy this bomb, go get this chest, perhaps. Which could have contained enough, but it didn't. Could have looked for the secret room as well, but can't count on the first floor secret room. Yeah, Alright. Well, I tried. Did what I could. Did what I could. Can't go in there. So remember, my damage has reset. I pretty much expected that to give me a dime, just to taunt me. So the fact that it didn't means I'm a pretty happy guy. I mean, I'm also sad not to have a dime, but... you know. GG. Luck up helps with something or other, I'm sure. I don't need to shoot fires at this point. I was on a quest there, but now I'm not really. Whoops. This doesn't count against my Devil Room chance, so... I can use this to just gain some damage. Nice and tasty like. One-shot these dudes. Glorious. I don't have any keys. Wouldn't you know it? Alright, I'll just let Little Haunt do it. I believed in you. You weren't fast enough. I can use this to have it. Just gonna... okay. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Tears up and... or 2 soul hearts. 0.4 tears up, specifically. I'm not going to take this to lock in Devil Rooms. We're going to take our chances. But I have a problem right now. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have a problem yet. I almost have a problem. Problem is looming on the horizon. But said problem has not arrived quite yet. First matter. Go this way. I can't open this. Can't take that heart, by the way. I mean, I could, but, you know. Okay, so now I would say that the problem is here, which means I have to gamble. Which I don't particularly want to do, but I kind of have to. Yeah, we've got to gamble. Actually, no, we don't, because I have a bomb now. Bomb gets me a key. Should get me 2 keys. Which means I can check both of the rooms that I want to. Okay, that's good. Allows me to replay the floor. It expends itself completely once I use it, though. Alright. It's time. I don't have a bomb at the moment. Wish I did. Well, that was totally worth it. Sadly, still don't have a bomb. Still wish I did. That hasn't changed. So poops do count as missing, but fires count as shooting enemies. It's weird. There's probably something to do with parent objects in the coding of the classes and such. It's all good, though. Can go to both of these. I would reroll that if I could. But, you know, nothing I can do about it now. Neat. I'll go buy the 15-cent item in the shop. Probably isn't worth it, but one never does know. so getting hit, still not bad. Still gaining damage for it. 5 more bombs, so that's useful. I'll keep it. Boss challenge room, though. Don't want to pick that up. That was pretty worth. That was very worth, actually. Stop dodging my tears. What a punk. Alright, cool. That'll pretty much definitely reset my damage bonus, but that's not a big deal. Right. I do have to activate that myself. Okay, so I can take these now. Let's see what's over here. Nothing. Alright. At some point I will find a room where the death card is something I want to use. But for now, definitely saving it for a rainy day. They die fast. Size down, tears up, and a soul heart. Wow, it's just already a thing. Cool, good one. Dang, it shot me too fast. So Lazarus's Rags is worthless. It's a respawn. In the room I die. I have 1 heart with revived Lazarus's stats. So I'll get the 1.2 damage multiplier and stuff. Which is kind of useful, I guess, but not what I'm looking for in life. We also got the key piece, which means that I'm more likely to continue getting angel rooms. And it's half of my ticket to the Mega Satan fight. Which hopefully by the time I get there, will be able to have very, very pretty crazy tiers. But that's all about item rooms and how they go. This helps. This helps as well. So the item I just picked up goes whatever direction I'm holding to shoot. It does damage over time to enemies. It does pretty decent contact damage. It'll be good for the first few floors. But then it kind of stops being useful. So I probably won't use it at all since I have pretty good damage output myself. That's alright though. It can be a good distraction for me making good decisions and dodges. Okay. So we picked up Charm Tears. Chance to cause enemies to fight for me instead of against me. But apparently you have to charm them before they initiate their attack. Or maybe it attacked me as a default when there were no other enemies to attack since they were all hiding still. I don't know. Can't get too many damage ups here, but can't get too few either. Since the bonus for Deadeye builds up so quickly, I just don't usually worry too much about hitting consistently. Sometimes I will, but a lot of the time I'm just going to continue to shoot and hope it stays. If it doesn't, not the end of the world. What do you got? Alright, I'll use that once. Turns 1 red heart container into 3 soul hearts. It's very good. This is worth it at this point in the game. Makes it so that when I, well, first off, I pick it up, it gives me 5 cents back. And it makes it so that all key doors cost 1 cent to open instead. So item rooms and shops will only cost me 1 cent. What is this? Death? Alright, I'll just use this. Use it early in a room with those. They don't have their enemy properties basically correct at the start of a room. So they won't go into the ooze state, which is pretty neat. You can also do that with your own tiers and damage and stuff. It's just a matter of if you have it. Shoots homing tiers. Alright. Okay, what about you? I would very much like to blackheart you, but, you know, what am I gonna do? By the way, Guppy's Paw would be a better thing to take for the rest of the run than the remote detonator, but I don't mess with the remote detonator much, and it could allow me to show off some cool stuff at certain points. So we'll see. Good. This thing shoots Sacred Heart Tears. It does like 9 damage. Some ridiculous like that. So it's actually pretty strong. Still not a huge fan, but it's not like a negative thing. At some point, I'm going to want to stop taking damage, but that point is not now. I can probably pick that up, honestly. What if it's lucky? I might go back and do it. Knew it, but it wasn't lucky, so never mind. Empress, by the way, is 1.5 damage up and 0.3 speed up for a room. At least my damage output's real good. Keep forgetting very briefly that I need to blow the bomb up manually. Alright, that's fine. This should be a pretty easy fight. Sadly, I don't gain more damage since I'm not going to get hit. One of each type of pickup. I don't have a trinket yet. This trinket's pretty okay. Trinket makes it so that I do want to visit the shop, so I'm going to go back. When I enter a room, there's a chance for a mushroom effect. And one of those mushroom effects happens to be the compass as well. Okay, I do want this here treasure map. And I also want the battery, ultimately. So there we go. Battery makes it so that I can hold 2 full charges for my active item. Of course, useless with my current active item, but could get something else. So, it's a good item. That was Chariot, and we don't need it. We're good. Okay, I guess I'll check left. Whoops. Thanks. That was awfully nice of you. I need some, like, persistent damage up, though. I need to stop having to get hit every floor to find my true damage calling. Oh. So this is when I get hit. Spawn 6 troll bombs about the room. Bomb hits don't activate that effect. But the plus side is I have remote detonator. I forgot that worked with those, because those count basically as my own bombs. For most things, they have a bunch of my bomb effects and such as well. So now we're glad I took that, aren't we? Oh, so what I'm going to do is that, until I get the compass, because I have the treasure map, the compass effect stays, because it assumes that I've actually seen those things if I have them on the map, with all the rooms next to them and such. So I actually get to keep the compass effect when I have the treasure map. And that's very useful. Very, very useful. Whoops. Oh, that's actually pretty bad news. But one of the good news things is that since I have the remote detonator, they all blow up at once rather than chaining into each other and knocking each other around and damaging me. So I can very easily get to a safe spot before blowing them up and then blow them up to my advantage. So this card allows me to double my money. And this makes it so that item rooms will all have 2 items in them. And I can pick one of them and the other will disappear. This allows me to hold 2 cards, prevents pills from spawning, and gives me a card. This will give me the secret room location, but I already went there. Oh, I'm out of money. Alright. I'm going to just bomb for it. And that card, I guess. Dang, man. Can't escape. Double my bombs. That's pretty good right now, since I'm using so many bombs. I want both of these things, but I can't get both of these things. So chocolate milk allows me to charge my tiers for more damage or more fire rate. You know, charge them or not charge them, depending on the situation. So the optimal damage output is basically charge until about your regular fire rate. So this is an exploit that I'm going to do here. If you blow up the fires more than one time at once, each of those individual explosions has a chance to cause them to drop a soul heart. And while the soul hearts will still appear as single soul hearts, that actually could have been like 5 soul hearts in one spot. So I'm probably at max health about now. And now that troll bombs have random fuse timers, that's pretty much the only reliable way to actually get the multiple explosions, is having the remote detonator. So it's a cool use for it. And that probably just saved me a ton of, like, sadness, basically. So that's the reason I'm not using the Empress, or not the Empress, the Hierophant. Well, okay. Holy Light. Luck-based chance that I fire a tier that is glowing blue. When that hits an enemy, it summons a beam of light that does 3 times the damage of the tier that hit, which is why that boss instantly died, basically. Okay. So yeah, that'll stack with all the stuff I've got. Excuse me. And since I have chocolate milk, it's very easy for me to consistently aim and hit with my tiers, because my tiers can be big. Bigger tiers are much easier to hit with because they kind of have broken hitboxes. So I can keep my Deadeye bonus, and I can consistently just have a lot more damage. Alright. This is very good. So, We picked up the mulligan. Chance when I hit with a tier that a kamikaze fly spawns. Those do twice my damage. Just gonna buy this, give this the rest, and be on my way. So I can use this now because I realize how much health I don't have. Or do have. Whichever way you want to look at that. Ooh. So I also didn't mention the cube of meat. Blocks tiers, damages enemies for 7. Hits pretty consistently. It's a solid guy. So, I was going to say now's the time for Holy Light, but that was a few seconds ago. They still do a lot of damage when they do activate, though. Ah, god dang it. That didn't go too well. Okay. Almost had that. Cool. The sad thing is I keep not getting devil rooms or angel rooms. I've only gotten the 2 that were guaranteed, which is not good news. Not what I want to be dealing with. Okay. Not as okay. I don't know if I blew up that troll bomb by blowing it up earlier than it's normal, but it blew up exactly when I pressed space. So maybe I can blow them up early, or maybe I just happened to time it perfectly with its explosion. Come on, Holy Light. It's gonna get on the last one, basically. Okay, I'm gonna sneeze again, maybe. Could come at any moment. Or it's gonna disappear, also an option. I need more luck for more Holy Light. By the way, Holy Light, while it is luck-based, caps out at a 50% chance for the Tier 2B Holy Light. So, you can't quite get Holy Light every time. You can get Holy Light 50% of the time. It's unfortunate, but it would be so OP if you could get it every time that I do understand it, even if I want to be crazy OP. Oh, I hear the multiple Holy Lights in a row. Thanks, video game. Alright, this summons a Mom Hand to either pull an enemy out of the room or just hold an enemy still so you can damage it for a while. Well, this sucks. But you know, nope. We made it. So boss should be the left one here. Oh no, it's not the left one, it's a small boss room. That means very likely DS. Small boss rooms are generally pretty unfair. So we'll see how this one goes. I'm just gonna like not blow these up. Soul, sure. Soul gives me 2 soul hearts and makes it so that when tears are gonna hit me, they might deflect themselves so that they don't. They might. They don't always feel like it. I don't like the item very much just because it's not reliable at stopping things from hitting me. It causes me to get hit like about as much as it saves me. So I'll try to dodge a tier, but it'll deflect the same direction I'm dodging. Suddenly, I just get hit. Because I was dodging right instead of trusting the item to do its thing. Or I trust the item to do its thing, and then it doesn't. And then I get hit. I like this too much, but Guppy's head would be really good with this build. Because basically, Guppy's head spawns 2 to 4 kamikaze flies, usable every room. I have a constant high bonus on my tier damage. So I would be able to get a lot of fly damage put out in every room. It would be good. But not what I'm looking for. Because I like the safety from the troll bombs. And if I get any more bomb effects, this will be really good. Second level cube of meat, by the way, is the same as the first level, except it also shoots regular old tiers along with me. So if the tiers are moving slowly enough, then they will always be deflected. But for faster moving tiers, they will not necessarily be deflected. Sure, why not? None of this. Alright, that's good. Fate's Reward shoots my tiers, but without certain effects. And without my fire rate. Alright, well, glitter bombs, 5 more bombs. Chance that my bombs, when they explode, drop a pickup of some sort. And this is what I will give up my other active item for. See. Oh, nice. Okay. Respawn is Dark Judas. Should I die? 2 black hearts, no, no, restriction on getting red hearts. And it also, yeah, you have Judas stats. 2.0 damage multiplier. I don't know, I was getting confused there. I don't know. Sorry. But anyway, with the soul, some of these tiers at least will be deflected well enough that stuff happens. The shears, by the way, cut my head from my body. Body tracks stuff down, does a ton of damage. So it's real good. And my trinket replaces the remote detonator in a certain way, in that troll bombs, all at the end of their fuse, will simply just be dropped as regular bombs, so they won't explode. My other trinket was really good, though. Helpful for a lot of things. Oh well. So we got a bunch of health done there. But this is gonna still be a slow fight, just because that's how the health scaling goes with this dude. Especially when it just wants to hang out underground the whole time. Fortunately, I do now have polar invincibility every time I get hit. And that's pretty nifty. Stop doing what you're doing. It's really, really annoying. Just needed to get the body in there. Whoops. I think the glitter bombs is one of the effects that the troll bombs get. So I might want to honestly not have this trinket. And the compass effect is really useful with the map, because I can just go between 2 rooms on the next 2 floors and not have to deal with anything. Aw, dang. Positioning was off for that one. Shears is just so darn good. Problem here is I don't have enough health if I want to not be in control of these troll bombs in one way or another. So I think that I kind of need to play it with this particular set of items and trinkets and such. And that's okay, I guess. Alright. Please stop. Thank you. So I think Lazarus's rags will probably activate first, if I had to guess. But we'll see. Curious, but not that curious. Dang, I was hoping that I had large enough tiers that they would pass through the rocks, hitbox-wise. That's a common occurrence in this video game. So the fact that I got Curse the Lost does reinforce my decision a little bit, in that I wouldn't have been able to get the compass effect anyway. So this is the relatively good news. But I'd like to know where I'm going, because I would know where the boss is anyway, just from having the map. So charging enemies are also included in projectiles that can be deflected, which is cool. Oh, that's better. And as I have the battery now, I can hold 2 charges for this item, which is real good. This rune will create a duplicate of all the pickups in a room, namely the first 4 chests in the chest. So that's good. What do you got? Nothing of value. Exactly what I paid to get into you. So that didn't help me at all. Oh no. So yeah, Lazarus's rags is first. Now we're Dark Judas, and now I need to be careful. But my damage is way higher. And my fire rate is technically a little higher as well. Because Samson is the only character that spawns with a different fire rate. 11 fire rate delay. Other characters spawn with 10. Oh, wow. Okay. This is all good, though. Because now I do this. Go here. Drop both. Then I can pick you up, you, and I use it. And now I have 2 perth rows and 8 chests. Pretty decent pickups here too. This all damage intake is only half a heart. Piercing tears and speed up, 0.5 damage up and a 1.5 damage multiplier, and I didn't already have one of those. Auto turret shoots at stuff, but only has low range, high fire rate. Drops random pickups when it feels like it. Gives me, picks up red hearts for every 1.5 it picks up. It drops a soul heart, black heart, or friendly or enemy spider. Spiders are no longer aggroed on me, and picks up any kind of pickup. Naturally attracts them to me. So I think that with piercing, as long as I hit an enemy somewhere along the way, the bonus from Deadeye won't leave me. So that's pretty sweet. And Continuum helps a lot with that. Continuum gives me screen wrapping tears, large range up, basically spectral tears as well. This causes all my tears to come back at me, which is pretty not great. in all honesty. It means the screen wrap's a little less useful. Alright. Secret room is right up here. So Lazarus's rags did in fact give me the what's that thing called? I forgot what the thing is called that Lazarus respawns with. Anemic, which is a large range up. And then when I get hit in a room, it tracks blood on the ground that does basically no damage and is pretty much utterly worthless. Hey guys. Okay, so I'm going to use my active item for the Mega Satan fight both times. Seems better that way. By the way, even though my tier could easily pass through an enemy multiple times, it can only hit the same enemy one time each. Okay. Yep, a little bit much on the damage end. Yeah, Holy Light too. A little bit much. Ow. It's fine though because I'm way ahead on health and things. That's fine. Those will all turn into bombs I can just pick up. Dang, I thought I would win that. Oops. This doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. Overconfidence. Suddenly death. So yeah, my tiers did turn out pretty the way I hoped and expected that they would. Just given an early Deadeye. Things went pretty well there. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.